Good afternoon, everybody. I'm glad you're able to join me today. Be sure that you comment and share my video when you come on. I want to introduce myself. My name is Debbie Foster, and I'm creating with Debbie, and I'm located in Bismarck, Arkansas. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. So let me go ahead and bring you up on my iPad here so I can follow along. Well, I'm trying to find me. Here I am. And mute. I want to hear myself. Okay. So I'm glad you're able to come on. Kind of out of my comfort zone here. It's a different time compared to what I'm usually on, so I had to do some rescheduling. So we'll be back on track again next week the same time at 10:30 instead of 1. So hope everybody's doing well. Hi Deborah, glad you're here. I'm hoping everybody's going to be able to join me today, being I changed the time. Hope you're well. Let me go ahead and turn my camera down and we'll go ahead and get started here. And I'm a little crooked here for some reason. Hope we don't have any difficulties today. And let me zoom it in a bit. Angle it down a little bit. Let me let my iPad catch up so I can see what it looks like. Okay, that looks pretty good. Okay, like I said, I'm creating with Debbie, and you can shop any of the products that I'm showing today in my store, and that's www.debbiefoster.stampinup.net. And if you'd like to email me about anything, my email address is creatingwithdebbie179@gmail.com, and my blog is creatingwithdebbie179.blogspot.com. And you can go on to my blog and it'll give all the instructions and measurements of all the cards that we're doing. I usually have it up by the next day, so it's kind of late today, so I doubt if I'll get it put up, but it should be on there tomorrow. And if you'd like to subscribe to our Paper Pumpkin, it's www.paperpumpkin.com/en-us/sign-up/? demo ID equals 2208093. And let me show you what our Paper Pumpkin is that you'll be able to receive if you sign up by the 10th of this month. This is our April kit, and it's called Celebrate Life's Milestones. And with this kit, you're going to receive enough supplies to create 8 cards and coordinating envelopes, and also includes 4 free stencils. And a stamping sponge, which is in the box. Okay, so if you have any questions on that, just email me and I'll be glad to help you with any questions that you might have. And you can sign up for that until March 10th, is what I said before. Okay, and we still got our Hey Chick and Hey Birthday Chick stamp sets and dies going on. Hey Birthday Chick was a celebration item that was back in 2017, which is this one right here. And they brought it back, but they've also added some dies to it. So those are really cute. And then the Hey Birthday Chick with dies. And you can get those both as a bundle. Or you can buy them separately if you already have the stamp set there. And now we've got a brand new promotion that's going to be, I'm going to be showing today, that started yesterday, March 2nd. And it runs until May 3rd. And this is also going to be brought over into the new annual catalog that comes out May 4th, I believe it is. So it's a large background stamp, and then it has the dies. And I'm going to show you today exactly how that works. It's really very unique. But here's the stamp set, and you can get that as a bundle with the dies, and you'll save 10% on that. And it also has a Designer Series 6x6 paper, which that is only available while quantities last, so you might want to get your order in right away for that if you're wanting the paper, because that is limited, and that won't be brought back in the new catalog either. Just the stamp set and dies will be. So it's we're going to be showing that today. I'm going to be doing 3 cards. I'm going to do 2 of the butterfly ones with the new stamp sets, and then I'm going to do 1 as the ice cream stamp set. So let me show you the first butterfly card we're going to be doing. And it says, "You make me happy." And let me just get these out here. I'll show you what I'm talking about. Here's the stamp set. And let me open that and show you. It's a 1-piece, I guess you call that a background stamp. But it stamps all these butterflies, and then you can come back in with the dies after you stamp those. And you can die cut them out with this 1 piece. Well, it's not really matching it because it's not the original size here. So, well, maybe you can see better here. No. Well, it's kind of opposite. Here we go. So see, they each cut out individually. And it also has the detailed butterflies that you can die cut separately. But it also comes with these here. It's little bricks that cuts little brick holes in your paper, which I've done on our card. It's right here. You can see the background paper showing through. And then also this one here gives you these little lines. And then this one here gives you all these little bitty holes. So it's got a lot of dies with it. It's got, let me see how many was in here. Yeah, it's got 12 dies in here. So it is a very large die set. But we're going to be using that today. So I just wanted to show you that. Oh, and also on the paper, one of the sheets of Designer Series paper, the dies will also cut those out. So, just like so. So you can cut out 6 butterflies at a time. Yeah, 2, 4, 6. Yeah, 6 of them. And I'm loving this paper. Let me go ahead and show you the paper. Like I said, it's 6x6, double-sided. And here's the one side. Here's the other side. Here's the one side. There's the other side. Here's the one side. And the other side. And one side. And the other side. This one. And the other side. And this one. And the other side. So those are very pretty. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different designs, and there's 48 sheets. So, like I said, if you want to order those before we run out, you might want to get your order in. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started with our first card, which I showed is this one here. Let me get my instructions out here, and I gotta get my comments over here. Yeah, spring is coming, so it is a perfect card. Oh, Deborah, you can't hear me? Jackie, can you hear me? Hi, Paula. Is everybody hearing me? Or is it just Deborah having problems? Oh, it's better now? Okay, good. Huh, wonder what was going on. Okay. So, and I've also decorated the envelope too, the flaps, so we're going to be doing that too. We've got to have a pretty envelope to go with our pretty cards. Alright, so I'm going to be using, let me get the card away from me. This is Bermuda Bay cardstock, and it measures 4 1/4 inches by 11 inches, and it's scored at 5.5 inches. And I'm going to burnish our edge of our card to give it a good crisp edge. And then I'm using this designer series paper, and we're going to be showing this side of the paper, and that measures 4 inches by 5 1/4 inches, and we're going to go ahead and glue that down to the front of our card base. We've got gorgeous sunshine today. I've been outside a little bit, but not for a long time. The wind is kind of cool, but it's beautiful sunshine out there. With our temperatures coming up this week, maybe it is springtime. I think we're going to be in the 60s. Okay, and then we've got a piece of white cardstock, which measures 3 3/4 inches by 5 inches. Oops, I got the wrong one. It's this one here. And we're going to use our dies to go ahead and do our background here. So I'm going to be using this brick one, and this one for the lines, and this one for the little dots. And I'm wondering, I don't think I can use the little one. I'm going to have to use the big boss. Let me see. Will that fit in there? No, we're going to have to use the big boss. So let me bring the big boss over here. And give me some room here. Alright. We're going to go ahead and lay our card there. And we're going to start out with the brick one first. And I'm going to put at the top. I'm going to slide him over a little bit. Whoops, get my plates. And as you can see, it leaves the holes. And let me get my scraps of paper off of there. I'll just throw them on my lap, that's no biggie. Alright. And we're going to put some more on the other side. Looking at an angle here, trying to make sure I'm straight. Yep, got to break it at the bottom also. Probably about 3/4 of the way down. Oops. I have to bring out the broom when I get done here. I'm just flicking them on the floor and on my lap. Alright. And a bit more right here. Alright, and I think to save some time, I'm going to run both dies through next time. Okay, so here we have so far, but we're not done yet. So we're gonna use these little line dies, and I'm just gonna angle that a little bit. See, it doesn't cut all the way through, it just leaves the marks in it, but the dotted one does. And I think I want some more right here. I got my supper cooking in the crock pot and it's making me hungry. Alright, and then we're going to do some of these over here to get it lined up. And maybe a few right here. Okay. A little bit right here. Okay. So, we'll just set that aside. And we're going to cut out our butterflies. Well, I need to clean that off. Dots are all stuck to my plate. So we're going to take our large, I guess I'm out of camera view here. So I'm thinking I cut all those and I didn't even have you in camera view. Let me make sure you're in view now. Okay. So we're going to take our die of our butterflies and we're going to line it up and make sure they're all straight. Okay. And I'm going to take some washi tape to hold it in place. I'll put it on here. And let's cut some butterflies out. Oops, I got a butterfly flying away here. Washi tape off of there. Alright, now don't throw away your outer edges because you'll see when I do the inside of the card, we're going to cut this one out right here and put on the inside of the card like he's flying away. So we don't waste any of it. I've got a mess all over me, you should see me. Paper all over the place. Okay, so let's take all these off. Remove the big shot, the big boss away. Let me find that butterfly that flew away. Here it is. So here we have all our butterflies. Perfectly cut. Okay. So we'll bring our card back over here and we'll start attaching everything. So we're going to put, where did I put it? There it is. Let me poke some of these out that didn't come out. Just a few. Okay. Okay. Make sure my card's going the right direction. And we're going to put some glue on there. That should be good. And we're going to center that on the front of our card. I'm thinking my plates need to be cleaned off again. I did find a solution to cleaning your die cutting plates when they're dirty. I just used a baby wipe and just went to scrubbing them and it came out really clean, but I guess it's about time to do them again. So, especially when it starts leaving a little dirty smudges on your paper, on your white paper, you can tell it's time to clean them. Alright, let me get these dies put out of the way so I don't lose them. Alright, so let's start putting our butterflies down. And deciding, I think I'm going to use this one. And maybe a little pink one. And this blue one here, I think, is what we're going to use. And you got some extras here to use on another card at a later time. Alright, so we're going to do some stamping. And I'm using the Bermuda Bay ink. And yesterday I had this all over my fingers. I had it under my fingernails. I don't know, I was a big mess with it yesterday. Alright, and we're just going to stamp that on our little strip of paper, scrap paper. And then I'm bringing in my I'm using the classic label punch. And we're just going to punch that out. And we'll center it there. And we're going to put that up on dimensionals. So I'm going to use the mini dimensionals. And I'm going to take your pick tool to get those off. place that along the bottom. Okay, so we've got that placed. Now let's go ahead and start gluing down our butterflies. And I'm going to put 2 up on dimensionals, and then this one here I'm going to glue directly down to the card. And we're going to put him in an angle, just make sure it's not hanging over the side of my card. And get my dimensionals. And maybe I just stick with the mini ones. And let's start with a bigger one here. And on the little one. And I'm just putting it in the center of their body. And then I can kind of position the wings up a little bit. So we're going to place her there. Well, deciding where I want to put her at. I think I'll put her right there. That way we can move the wings up and down. And let's get us some rhinestones. Oh goodness, a slide there. I lost that one. Back in here and get this one. I use my take your pick tool to pick them up with. And I think I'll place one there. And I'm using the medium-sized rhinestones. And one there. And maybe one right there. Okay, so here's the outside of our card. So now let's do the inside. I've got another piece of white cardstock which measures 4 inches by 5 1/4 inches. And we're going to stamp the word happy because it says, "You make me happy." And we're just going to put that right in the middle. Using the Bermuda Bay ink. I want to make sure I'm not forgetting anything. Okay, so now we're going to come back in with that leftover paper that we die cut. And we're going to fussy cut this guy out. Well, yeah. I almost changed my mind which one I wanted there, but we're going to stick to this one. It's the Bermuda Bay. I'm just leaving a tiny border going around them. Alright. So with this, we're going to glue it to the side of our, inside of our card. And it makes it look like he's flying off to the side. So we're going to attach that to our inside of our card. Okay, just like so. There we have it. You make me happy. Okay, and we could put a little bit of Wink of Stella on these wings, just to bling it up a little bit more. Whoops. That came out fast. I didn't think I had any there, and then it gushed out on me. And we just wanted everything sparkly. Okay. So here's our first card. But there's more. Let's go ahead and decorate our envelope. And I've got another piece of the designer series paper with the butterflies on the one side, and then this design on the other side, which is what we used for our mat on the front of our card. And we're we'll attach that around. Make two stitches, and then you trim off the excess. Not sure if I said that or not. So okay, here we have our card, and there's our envelope. All right, so let's go to our next one. Let me clear up here a little bit. Clean up my mess. Oh, and that You Make Me Happy comes from the Pretty Perennials stamp set. I didn't mention that first. Okay, so our next card we're going to be doing is another butterfly. And sending love your way. Get well soon. Hope you feel better real soon. So we're going to start out with our card base. Is just shade, and it measures 5.5 inches by 8.5 inches. And we're just going to fold that in the middle. You could score it at 4 1/4, but I'm just going to fold it. Hopefully. Get my bone folder and get a crisp edge on there. Yeah, it looks pretty good. I'll take my instructions out here. Okay, there's our card base. And I'm using that same designer series paper. But instead of using that side, I'm going to be using this side on a mat, and then this side of this one. Okay, so our first mat, this mat measures 4 inches by 5 1/4 inches. And we're just going to glue that directly down to our card front. Yeah, Deborah, who would have thought to use butterflies with brick? But it does work. I'm going to have a whole lot of fun with this set. It's really got a lot of potential, so I'm loving it. It's going to be a good one. And I hate that they're not going to be given the designer series paper being brought over to the catalog, annual catalog, but maybe they'll have something better for us. Okay, so I've got another mat of the Just Jade, and this is 3 1/4 inches by 4 inches. And then I've got another piece of designer series paper with the butterflies, which measures 3 inches by 3 3/4 inches. And we're just going to glue those two together. Alright. And then we're going to take those two and we're going to glue them right to the front of our card, to the left side. And make sure my butterflies are going the right direction. My card's opening right. Yeah. We don't need upside down butterflies here. Alright. Okay. And then we've also have the leftover butterflies from our previous die cutting. And I'm going to be using the pink one and the yellow one. So we're going to place our pink one over here, and we're going to place the yellow one off to this side here. But I want to stamp my sentiment first, so I know where to place the butterflies at. And the sentiment I'm using is Sending Love Your Way. And I'm just going to use the black Memento ink. Let me close up this other ink pad here so we don't get our fingers in it again. Alright. And I'm just using black Memento ink. I'm not sure if I said that or not. We're just going to stamp that on this strip of Just Jade. Okay. And put the lid back on there. And I'm going to take my, this is called the Banners Pick-a-Punch. And it's got different cuttings. It's got one that cuts this way, then it's got the pointed one over here. And so we're going to take the flag edge. I'm going to turn it over so I can see where it is. First I got to unlock it. There we go. I'm going to turn it over and make sure I'm getting straight here. Okay. Alright, I'm punched. And then I'm just going to cut the other end off. Just snip it. And put that aside. And then I'm going to just put dimensionals on the one side because it's kind of built up here, so we don't really need that or it'd be kind of crooked. So we're just going to dimensionals on one side and just glue it on the other side. So I'm just going to put some glue at this end, pop off my dimensional backings. Well, I broke a fingernail this morning, so I'm not able to get a hold of that very well. Okay, so we're going to butt this right up against the edge of our card. Let me move this butterfly out of the way a minute. And like so. Okay. And we're going to glue her directly down. I'm just going to put glue in the middle of her wings, right along her body, so that we can expand her wings up, just to give her a little bit of dimension. And the same with this one. If I can get a hold of her. Alright. And I guess I kind of put her up higher than I did my other one, but that's okay. I like it here too. Alright, so we're going to bring in our Wink of Stella and add some wink to her wings and the body. And some on this one. I know you can't see it in the camera probably very well, but it does have a lot of shimmer. And then I've got my, these are the 2020 to 2022 in color enamel dots. And we're going to be using the Magenta Madness ones. So let's take one of those with my Take Your Pick. And I'm just going to put it over in this top right hand corner. Alright, so there's the outside. Now we're just going to start working on our inside. I've got a piece of white cardstock that measures 4 inches by 5 1/4 inches. And we're going to do some stamping on this. So let me bring out my other stamps here. Make sure I've got my card going the right direction. And we're going to start out with our Get Well Soon. And this comes from the Gorgeous Posy stamp set right here. And we're also going to be using the Punch Party. Hope You Feel Better Real Soon. And this was a hostess gift with a $150 order. You could get that. So let's go ahead and stamp our Get Well Soon up in the right or left corner. And then we'll stamp Hope You Feel Better Soon. But first off, we've got some more butterflies that I stamped using the background stamp. And I'm going to cut out one, and we're just going to glue that one at the bottom of our card here. Let me see which ones I want. I think maybe this one here. So we're just going to fussy cut him out. Okay, let me get that part there. Let me just go around here real fast. Get it done. It doesn't have to be perfect because it's going to be white on white, so it's not really going to show if you didn't cut it that well. So I'm kind of hurrying here. This week is going fast. It doesn't seem like it's Wednesday already. Okay. And this is going to be glued to the bottom of our inside paper. Got a hair on there. We're just going to glue him at the bottom right hand corner. And to fix him up, we're going to use some Wink of Stella. And that kind of blends the color a little bit. There. Plus giving it a shine. So I don't know if you can really see on the camera. Never did turn my lights over here, did I? No. Yeah, you can kind of see it. Okay, so now we're going to stamp Hope You Feel Better Really Soon right above the butterfly. then I'm missing one. I want to cut it off. And we're just gonna put some right there in between the two. I guess I could have stamped off and it would have been lighter, but I kind of like that. Alright, so let's go ahead and glue that and attach it to the inside of our card. And making sure I'm going the right direction here. Alright. Okay. So here's the inside of our card. Here's the outside. Sending love your way. Get well soon. Hope you feel better really soon. Okay, so there's our second card. And I've also got to decorate the envelope. And I think I'll go with this side. So, like I said, I'm just going to run some glue along the edge of the flap. And put this down. And this also measures 2 inches by 6 inches. And then we're going to trim off the excess again. Well, hopefully I'm not having any technical difficulties today. Seems like everything's going well. Okay, so here's our flap. And here's the card. Alright, so that's our second card. Alright, now we've had enough of the butterflies for right now, so let's go ahead and clean up our mess here a little bit. And we'll go on to our ice cream card. Place over here. And I'm using the sweet ice cream stamp set. And let me see here. Get the stamp sets out. And let me find the card here. This is the card that we're going to be making. And here is the envelope that I made with it. Okay, so let's set that aside. Well, here's the inside. It says, "You melt my heart," and then "You're so cool." Alright, let me get my instructions out here. I guess we're doing okay with time, looks like, so that's good. Alright, we're going to start out using, this is our cinnamon cider, which is one of our new in colors. And this measures 5.5 inches by 8.5 inches. And I've scored it at 4 1/4 inches. So we're going to burnish the edge of that to get a good edge. And then I've got Old Olive cardstock as our mat. And that measures 4 1/8 inches by 5 3/8 inches. Now we're not going to glue that to our front of our card yet because we're going to be wrapping some ribbon and such around. So I'm missing a piece here. There we are. So I've got some of the Designer Series paper, which is the ice cream. Let me show you what all comes with that. It's called the Ice Cream Corner. It's the name of the Designer Series paper, which is this one here. And we're going to be using these two, and also this one here. And these are 12 by 12 double-sided sheets, so very colorful. Alright, so we're going to start out with a piece of the Designer Series paper, this one here. And this one measures, well, these are both the same, so I just had a sheet of the Designer Series paper, which was 4 inches by 5 1/4 inches. And then I just cut off 1.5 inches at the bottom. And we're just going to flip that over to be our bottom portion of our card. So let me go ahead and glue these down. And we're gluing it on top of our mat. Just leave a border going around. And then we're going to take this other 1.5 inch by 4 inch strip. We're going to put glue on that. Oops. And we're attaching that to the bottom of our mat. Alright. And I've got a little strip of that striped paper, and that measures 1/2 inch by 4 inches. And that's going to be our border that's going to cover up our seam there. So I'll put a little bit of glue on there. Oh, I didn't go through all my news. I'll have to do it when I finish here. Hi, Marlene. Glad you could come on. Alright, and then I've got our ribbon, which is Blackberry Bliss. And this is our striped ribbon. So I'm going to take a piece of that, and I'm going to cut it, and then I'm going to tape it on the back side. Where did I put my tape? Alright, and let me go ahead and pull off 2 strips here so I don't have to grab hold of it. We're just going to put that over that little stripping. I've got a feeling it moved on me. Did it? A little. And put some tape on this side. Okay, let's slide that. That's good. Okay. And then we're going to stamp and die cut our sentiment, which is "You Melt My Heart." And I'm just going to use Blackberry Bliss ink to match our card. Make sure I've got that inked up good. I'm going to use the die cuts, which are the Stitch So Sweetly dies, and I'm using this one here. So I'm going to go ahead and run that through my big boss. So hold on, I'll be right back. Things are falling Alright, we're just going to center that as best we can. Alright, so there we have that. And we'll set our die aside. Oops, I'm bouncing around here with my chair. And we're going to put that up on dimensionals. And I'm just going to put one at the top and one at the bottom, because we're going to be straddling that ribbon, so I don't need all that bulk. And it's going to go on the lower right hand side of our card. And now we're going to tie a fake bow on here using our ribbon. I've got that ink pad sitting in front of me. I'm waiting for me to stick my arm or something in it here. Alright. So we're going to trim down our tails. Alright. And now we're going to attach that to the front of our card base using our liquid glue. I am a big fan of the Tombow glue. That's about all I really use. I do use a seal once in a while, but not real often. My go-to is the glue instead. Good old Tombow. Okay. So now on the inside, I'm going to be stamping on our cardstock, which measures 4 inches by 5 1/4 inches. I'm going to stamp that "So You're So Cool" using the Blackberry Bliss ink also. And let me look where I want to put that. Okay, we're putting that in the center. Now I ought to be using my mat because I'm using the photopolymer, but I'm lucking out here. Alright, and then we've got some of these spots, and I need to clean those off because I have black ink on them before. I'm going to use my Simply Chamois to clean those off. And then we're just going to put some sprinkles. And I'm going to turn that a bit. Alright. And then I've got another strip of 1/2 inch by 4 inch strip of that striped paper. So we're going to use that at the bottom of our inside of our card to decorate it a little bit. Like they say, bring the party to the inside of your card. And we're going to leave just a small strip at the bottom. Let me close up this ink pad. We're done with that. Well, and we're going to glue that to the inner side of our card. Uh-oh. Guess what I did? I put that upside down. Okay, I don't know if I can pull that back off. Yeah. Okay, this is not good. I hadn't done this for a long time where I put my card upside down. I usually try to make sure. That's not coming off real well, so we're going to have to salvage this. Tell you what, I'm going to get another piece of card base and start over with this. And tear off this excess that I messed up with. And let me grab another piece of cardstock. I'll be right back with you. Oh, what not to do. Paper cutter. Yeah, it does, Jackie. It sticks really good. Usually if I don't wait too long, I can peel it back off, but it sat there a while. Okay, so we're going to go with 5.5 inches. And we're going to go at 4 1/4 inches. Alright, all's well. And we're going to fold and burnish that. Now make sure I've got it the right way. Let me tear off some of this. Here, I thought I was doing so good today. Oh well, things happen. It's not anything that can't be fixed. Alright, now make sure we're going the right direction. Yep. Make sure I'm straight here. Okay, so here we got our card. You melt my heart. You're so cool. But we also need to put some bling. So I'm going to be bringing out our elegant faceted gems. And we're going to be doing the kind of goldish, brownish, tannish. Get my take your pick tool. And I'm just going to place a few here and there. Oops, it turned on me. And put one there. And another one. Maybe right there. I don't like that. It needs to be up higher. Okay. Okay, so there we have it. And let's go ahead and decorate this envelope too. We're going to be using the striped side. And we're going to put some glue along the edge of our flap, envelope flap. And stick that down. Yeah, Jackie, I'm not going to sweat the small stuff. It's all going to be okay. That's what us girls always said when we had our card making classes. It'll be okay. And it usually is. Okay. Alright, so here we have our card. There we have our envelope. Let me bring all of them out here. I'm going to close up my glue once I find my lid. There it is. And make a little bit of room here so I can show the cards that we did today. Alright, that one. Okay, so here's our first one, the butterfly, and the envelope to match. Here's our second with the envelope to match. Let me see if I can squeeze all these in here. And then our third and final one with the envelope to match. I'm just waiting to see if I've got a good view here. Okay, I could move this one over a little bit with the envelope. Trying to get them all in view here. Maybe that's better. No, that was worse. Well, let's go this way. Everything's usually backwards compared to what I think it should be. And I've got a delay on my iPad, so... Okay. I'm thinking you can kind of see them there. So I hope you enjoyed the cards today. And we'll be having more of the butterfly ones coming up in the near future, so I think it's going to be a real popular set coming out in the new catalog. But you can order it right now, so just let me know and I can give you the item number. And that, and along with the papers. Which were these? I've got some that are already cut out and everything. And that's 48 sheets of the 6x6. And it's called Butterfly Bijou. B-I-J-O-U. Bijou. Bijou. Not sure how you pronounce that. Okay, let me go ahead and turn you around here. Looking at my ceiling. That just shows me I need to paint my ceiling here pretty soon. Alright, let's get that light on my face. Okay, I forgot to mention at the beginning of my show that you can join my team for $99 and you can be a discount shopper or a hobbyist and you'll get a 20% discount on everything that you purchase. So that's a added incentive. So also with that $99, you get free shipping. You do pay the sales tax, but you get $125 worth of products, so you get to choose whatever you want for that $125. So, but you only pay $99 plus tax. So if you're interested in something like that, just get with me and I'll help you with that. So I think that's about all for today. Like I said, I'll be back next Monday. Let me check my calendar to make sure I don't have anything going on. Yeah, as far as I know, I'm good for next Monday at 10:30. So I hope to see everybody there. And I'm not sure what I'll be working on yet, but it'll be 3 cards for sure, but I'm just not sure what I'm going to be doing yet. So if you have any suggestions, be sure you let me know. If there's something that you want me to show, if I have the supplies for it, I could go ahead and do that. I'm open to suggestions. So I'm glad you joined me today, and everybody stay healthy, stay safe, and we'll see you next week. Bye.